Game number one. I'm voting for the Zerg, but Protoss OP lately. Here we are in the bottom left-hand corner. Pillars of Gold LE coming from Peru in the blue. He's Protoss playing for Insane Master Killers. It is XionS.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Pillars of Gold LE, we have El Cubano. Here he is, the Zerg player, the last remaining Zerg player in the tournament. Can he do it? Can he somehow pull it off against the Protoss? We'll see. He is representing Team Crypto Knights. It is InMoLaTionS.
Yeah, so Zerg, I need cheese. I would like to see proxy buildings again from the Zerg.
Proxy hatch? Why not? Right?
Yeah,
like
sure. Hatch, Evo chamber, spine crawler.
Anything.
There's a lot of cheeky builds you could do here.
Yeah, like InMoLaTionS has had some time to prepare for this match, to kind of think about how he's going to approach this as well, because I'm pretty sure hands down this is the furthest he's ever made it in Copa Hyperion.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, so already getting to the semifinals, like that's pretty impressive. Can he go further? Can he take it to one of the best players in Peru? We'll see. We'll see if he has something cheeky in store for us. Because going to the late game, like, yo, if Jim can't do it, like, what are you like? Oh god.
Yeah. We'll see. I'm interested to see what the Zerg does. I feel like XionS, I feel like he should have this in the bag. Which is disgusting, and I'm totally against it.
XionS just needs to play out his regular game. That's all he has to do. He's just maybe be on top of his scouting, be on top of his opponents.
Maybe just go for an all-in.
And it could, to be fair, it could be something like maybe the overconfidence of XionS could be his downfall as well. Like maybe if he doesn't take his opponent too seriously, if he becomes a little bit sloppy when it comes to his scouting and stuff like that, then he can be taken advantage of.
Yeah. And I wouldn't mind if the Zerg got a little cheeky here. Obviously, that's my favorite, but Standard as could be here. I think the real question is how many queens is he going to go for here after acquiring his third base? Is he going to go for the third base?
That's the question. Oh, there we go. We have the third base queued up. Okay. So far, it's pretty standard by InMoLaTionS. He is working on his third queen. He's getting his third hatch. Meanwhile, XionS did open up with the Stargate. Ooh. And if you remember...
Yeah, Void Ray first.
I imagine so, mate. Do you remember we casted XionS versus Eggs? It was the match where Eggs replied on Twitter.
Oh yeah.
that
was mad that he faked air.
Yeah, well, if you recall, like that was XionS' thing where he actually went double Stargate. But if you recall, he skipped carriers and he went straight into Tempest. Like it was and like Eggs wasn't expecting it, but it was like this weird thing that
Eggs
he did.
was so mad. I still can't believe he replied like a day later about one match that happened. He plays hundreds of matches every week, tournaments all week, every week, and he saw that tweet and he's like, he remembered the game enough to mention how like, oh yeah, so big brain play when he faked going for, which in reality, like, yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was a big brain play. That's what made it great. Eggs commenting kind of just confirmed how great the play was.
Oh god.
Like if Eggs would have said nothing, we probably would have just forgot about it. But
that made
replied, I'll never forget it.
Yeah, it made it iconic. It's something that when I think of XionS, that's what I'm gonna think of now.
Oh, nice little pylon here.
Oh
Is he gonna do the opposite and fake glaive to depths and then just go into mass air?
It's possible. I mean, regardless, like these two adepts are going to be able to sneak in. There isn't too much here to deal with it. Only these queens, and these queens, they could be distracted by the Void Ray.
The queens are in fact gonna have to come back and defend this Void Ray,
Oof.
but they're not moving. Or they're not even defending against the adepts that are there.
Oh god.
They didn't do their job on any front.
Oh god. Five drones go down. The Lings are gonna be cleaned up. Ooh, commits to the shade.
Feels bad, man. You do not want to lose 5 workers to 1 or 2 adepts. 7, 8. Lucky 7s.
Oh god, yeah, 7 drones for only 2 adepts. Like, that's a pretty insane amount of damage. The Void Ray is still alive as well, so he's shocking around. Mate, that's not it. We got even more adepts being morphed in.
He didn't even see where they came from. Getting OV speed. German taxi?
Oh, yeah, because this is pretty late for a scout. And there are a decent amount of queens.
It's 7 queens right now, and he's stacking energy. This is definitely a German taxi.
Yeah, we got some roaches on the way as well. So the roaches are going to be whirling across the map. We got queens on the way, and this is going to be a Hail Mary play for XionS. I mean, sorry,
you
for
don't get Overlord
InMoLaTionS.
speed this early for no reason, or this late in the game. Like, you already know what your opponent's going for. He has an Overlord in the main base. There is the taxis being hailed. Taxi, and they're like, right here, we got you. And then the queens are like, 2 taxis, what? You canceled them.
Oh my
Oh, no,
god.
he canceled some of them. He just has 2. Normally, you want an extra one in here to tank some shots. And, you know, usually they'll be able to tank and kite, and you can drop them and micro them a little bit better. And you can even, Elaser, I believe it was, he goes for an extra Overlord just to spread creep. Like, he'll have a creep spreading Overlord, which you can still do with those, but we'll see how this plays out. Taxis are taking a little bit of a detour. They're not going to be able to defend this army as they are here to do.
Oh,
and now they can.
And XionS finally spotted the massive all-in that's on the way, but is it too late though? Like, he's trying to get as much attack defense as he can.
Go, go, go.
Go. This is it. This is your moment.
This is way too slowed down, I feel, but I think it's still plenty here to end the game. Queens need to engage in this fight, though.
Yeah, there's a bunch of
there's 18 wings on the way. Unlimited transfuses. And she should be fine. He just has lings in here. This is great. This is what Jim needed to do.
Exactly. This is what Jim should have done. As you know what, the Lings are getting into the mineral line. All the side defense is going down. The Void Rays are going down as well. And InMoLaTionS, the Masters player, is going to be able to, or should be, is looking to take a game off of XionS.
The German taxi even works in the highest of levels. Now, XionS is still going to try and finish this off, but I wouldn't mind. I've never seen this done before. Maybe I don't watch enough, but I wouldn't mind if he picks up some of his army in the dropper lures and takes them into the main.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
He's going to do it. Or he's going to load up the queens and continue the push.
Oh, we'll see. Regardless, I don't want to see InMoLaTionS go home. I want him to press the advantage. Like, he needs to like push on forward as best he can. XionS is actually warping in across the map to keep harassing, so he feels confident. We'll see if you know that's warranted.
Yeah, you don't really want to drop the queens right here in front because now the Ravagers can't get in there, but I think InMoLaTionS, it's going to be kind of hard to throw this game. Oh, no, you don't want to lose it.
Oh, God.
Drop the queens and transfuse it. Drop the queens and transfuse it. Oh, my God. InMoLaTionS, you got to drop the queens, man. You still are going to have to drop them.
Oh, my God. That Overlord is still under threat. No.
You're still going to have to drop them, you madman. There was so much energy in all of those queens. He could have taken out a quarter of this army, if not half or the whole thing.
He could have turned around to fight.
Yeah,
let's be real here.
That was such a bad call.
Like,
sorry.
this is
InMoLaTionS.
Yeah, like there's barely anything here. If he dropped the queens and turned around, he could have just taken it to XionS, and just like that, XionS, like I don't know if I want to say he's back into this, but like he's working his way back up.
Yeah, this is pretty rough. I wouldn't say he's back in it, but InMoLaTionS made a huge mistake by going home and losing 6. I believe it was 6 queens that went down there, completely full on energy, not fighting, not doing anything, and then he lost roaches on the retreat as well. And the army supply or the worker count is in favor of XionS still. If he secures his base, he'll be in a great position. InMoLaTionS needs to max out and just go across the map. He doesn't need to make any workers.
Yeah. The problem is that, like,
making workers.
I was gonna say the problem is that as he was retreating, he was losing workers because there were deaths in the mineral lines, like harassing all over the place. Like he was losing drones. He wasn't like 100% committed, and now it looks like InMoLaTionS wants to macro. Like we've got a fourth hatchery on the way.
Hydras now.
Yeah.
And more workers. I think if he just maxed out and went all in, he could have won.
I will say that InMoLaTionS still does have the advantage, and maybe if he's able to remax fast enough,
his vision.
He can. Oh god, that maybe
Watching
he can.
Everything.
Yeah, he sees everything. But like maybe InMoLaTionS can find a timing, especially because XionS is being a little bit greedy. He's skipping all the AoE and he's going straight like a fleet beacon.
Yeah, another German taxi coming up here.
Okay.
And
okay.
I feel like, I don't know, man. XionS, I would say InMoLaTionS did a decent amount of damage. He's in a good position. He seems to have the upper hand. He's doing the German taxi. I've never seen someone do 2 German taxis. But the thing here is XionS is you know, the favorite player, and if you give him a chance to come back, he will. And look at that, he's double expanding. If InMoLaTionS doesn't come in here and do game-ending damage, then XionS is doing great. InMoLaTionS got to do major damage here.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like InMoLaTionS has to end the game right here, right now. Otherwise, XionS is good enough to get back into this with his micro, with his macro, with his decision making. So now XionS is on the back foot. This time he only has 1 building here for static defense. He only has 1 cannon.
I believe Storm did just finish up. Maybe he hasn't researched, but either way, he's got enough. The queens are being dropped. He didn't drop all the queens, so they are not all involved here. Now they are a couple transfuses left on these queens. Is he going to use them? I don't know, but he's got more and more units pouring in. They're stacking up. He needs to stutter step forward.
Ooh, and
but
you
it
know
looks like there's enough to take out this 3rd base again.
Yeah.
But still, that 4th base is there.
Oh, he's broken through the 3rd base. He forces XionS to go all the way back to the natural, but you know what? The carriers are slowly coming out. 1 carrier out, but there are so many Hydras. It doesn't even matter if there's 1, 2, or 3 carriers.
Yeah, it just doesn't even matter. I think he can still close out the game right here.
Yeah, like it was really scary, and if he gave XionS enough time, oh my god, at the same time XionS just cleaned up the entire mineral line down the other side of the map. Like he's killing everything with these zealots.
Yeah, they killed even workers, but the army here for InMoLaTionS is superior.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it is very much so superior. There it is.
No, don't go home.
Oh,
he's going home.
No, okay.
Drop alert. Drop something. Drop some units in the main. Do something.
Do something. The thing is, like, he can afford to just move up a ramp because if XionS realized what he was missing, Storm is only just being researched. Like, he doesn't have that.
Yeah, he really needs to go. As soon as Storm is done, he can't push up this ramp.
Yeah, exactly. Go.
Okay,
go.
he's going for it. He's going for it.
Puppy, go,
Okay.
go, get up the ramp.
Hit the A button.
Get up the ramp.
You A move. You hit A and you move.
Oh god. All right. He's starting to push his way.
Seconds away. Oh my gosh! As soon as Storm finishes, there's gonna be a huge storm on this. There's even drones accidentally being added here. Storm is 10 seconds away.
Oh god.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Storm is done.
Storm is done.
We have a second
He gets
Storm.
1, he gets 2, but he was already up the ramp and decently spread. This is a lot of damage, but it is just not enough. That 1 hero worker going in there, sacrificing his life for the greater good. He gets mixed up in the mosh pit of Protoss and does not emerge alive. He just vanished into thin air, but it doesn't matter. He died for the greater good. InMoLaTionS here, bulldozing his opponent here, just straight bullying XionS here with the double German taxi. That's a German parade.
No one was expecting it. InMoLaTionS with a bit of an upset here with the German taxi. XionS just not respecting his opponent, not expecting it. GG gets called.
Wow, what a game. What a game. This is exactly what I want, and Jim could have easily have done that.
He could have. You know, Jim, mate, you better be watching this right now because this is something that you can do yourself and it can work.
Jim knows. Everybody knows. I said it after game 1. I was like, Jim knows what we all want him to do. Everyone knows what Jim should do, but Jim's gonna go Hydra and try and beat SkyToss in the late game, which never works. No matter how skilled you are. Not even Cyril does it.
Yeah. GG, congratulations, InMoLaTionS. He takes game number 1. Again, InMoLaTionS is on fire right now. Like, he's never gotten this far before, and he's up in the series against a GM Protoss.
This is kind of a spoiler, not really, but in an interview with Cyril recently, after one of his wins in the DreamHacks, he was saying that he doesn't have a name for it yet, but he's been seeing maybe Lambo go for it, but he just walks the queen across the map in a PvZ. He doesn't even go for a Nidus or a German taxi. Just straight walks the queens, and even there's so many things you can do, but the main idea I think these days is when you're going against Protoss, Roach, Hydra early on with queens moved across the map is the only way to win.
The thing is,
or some early all in.
Especially when it comes to Jim, like queen marches across the map. We've seen him do that against Paco Mike. Like he has it in him. He can do it. And yeah, it goes to show it. There is like a list of things that you can do. Again, check out the VODs. Check out Cham in his big run against the European Protosses. He, like every game, like he does something different. And it's great to see. It's great to like study as well. If you're like wondering, think
about that, guys. Cham beat Petit Drogo. He beat him, and it was, I believe, with some sort of taxi or some sort of device of moving the queens.
Yeah, he beat Drogo, he beat Mana, he beat, I think, Max Pax as well. There were like 3 solid European Protosses that he worked his way through.
That was quite the evening for me.
Yeah, the only one who stopped him was Harstem. But
then Harstem ended up qualifying in the upper bracket, and then Cham went to the lower bracket, where he beat everyone and qualified.
Yeah. It was insane to see, and we'll see if InMoLaTionS is a bit inspired. That's the thing that's worrying. Like InMoLaTionS, he just did the German taxi. Does he have something else planned for game 2, or is he gonna try and do the same thing?
I would say you just do the same thing. Maybe the Polish subway or whatever they're calling it these days. But yeah, maybe a Nidus this time. Maybe even the creep highway.
Yeah.
But I think either way, yes, you get army quick and take your queens across the map. How else do you win that?
Exactly. It's I think it's also one of those things where a player like InMoLaTionS, like he knows like he's kind of desperate in this series, so he's willing to do anything, whereas maybe Jim Rising was a little bit complacent in his. He's like, yeah, I'll take it to the late game. And it's like, mate, the overconfidence.
He didn't take his opponent serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough. I was going to take a restroom break as soon as we got in lobby, but for some reason these players don't.
I know. We're still waiting at the moment. I don't know if maybe one of the players is AFK.
Or Funada Vortex, maybe.
Funada Vortex, mate, you gotta be on top of the vetoes, on top of the lobby making.
On top of it all.
God.
You're the one guy who's got to be on top of it. Oh. All right, there we go. Funada Vortex, better late than never.
Part of me thinks that maybe he was watching on stream and he was
and then he heard it on stream and was like, oh, okay, it's over now, I can come. But there's a delay. Vortex, you should know that. You make the rules. All right, I'm gonna take a restroom break. I will be back before the intro.
All good. Go for it. As a reminder to everyone in the chats, make sure you hydrate your hydras, drink plenty of water. Not just that, but we didn't get to mention it. ! Maturino in the chat. If you want to help support this tournament with code HYPE11, HYP11 for Copa Hyperion 11, so you can help provide or help boost the prize pool of this event. And yeah, it's great. You can use the code if you want. You can take it that step further and donate some of your own money as well to the prize pool. Again, it isn't required at all, but if you want to go that step for the players, you can do that. The least we can ask for is to use that free coupon code as we are getting into this semi-finals already. A bit of an upset. InMoLaTionS is up 1-0 in this series. Can he take the entire best of 3? Or is XionS gonna finally take this a little bit more seriously and fight back?
All right, let's get into it.
Oh yeah.
Jagannatha LE is a map. I still don't like the name, but the player here in the bottom left-hand corner, I am very fond of. He is playing for Insane Master Killers. He is none other than one of the best Protosses that we are seeing here today. It is XionS.
And in the top right-hand corner of Jagannatha LE, we have the Cuban Zerg player already up in this series somehow, some way. He's ahead in this best of 3, up 1-0. He is representing Team Crypto Knights. It is InMoLaTionS.
Love the tag there.
Beautiful.
So innovative.
So innovative. And okay, we saw the taxi. Are we gonna see the bus? Are we gonna see the plane? The subway?
Yes.
Speaking of Subway, mate, what's your go-to kind of hamburger? Like, what goes into the burger, I should say?
I thought you were gonna ask Subway sandwich. You're like, speaking of Subway, burgers. Those are a little opposite, but a burger, my go-to burger is probably just a regular cheeseburger. Nothing fancy, but I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm kind of like a burger connoisseur, so that's a very hard question to answer. I like all types of burgers. If I had to choose my favorite burger, if I'm making a burger, I would probably make sure it's a nice fluffy bun, like a brioche bun or something. And I like my burgers flattened to where they get real flat and crispy on the edges, you know? I don't like a thick, juicy burger. I want mine flat and cooked crispy. Double meat, ketchup and mayonnaise and cheese, and that's it.
Okay.
And if you want to get crazy, throw some bacon on there.
I was about to say, do you go full American and get some crispy bacon on that?
Yeah, I had some bacon burgers today that were great.
Oh, okay. Nice.
What about you?
Oh, I was about
burgers.
I was about to get into actually a couple of days ago, maybe like 2 days ago, I got a burger, and I decided to spice things up because I've been hearing about oh god, what's it called? TLO was tweeting about it, but there's like vegan meat or there's like fake meat.
Incredible burger, impossible burger.
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, it's like incredible meat or like future meat or something.
I've tried those before. How'd you like it?
Well, yeah, I've never had that before. I'm like, what the hell is this? So, yeah, I decided to get one of those. And it was like a chicken substitute, I think. And
all vegan food to me just tastes like an egg roll.
I was about to say, like, it didn't taste like meat. It didn't taste bad, but it was just
yeah.
It
doesn't taste bad, but it just tastes like vegetables in the shape of a meat.
Yeah, it to me, like, it just didn't taste like anything. It was like kind of.
You know, now that I think about it, I've had so many vegetarian and vegan friends, and I cook a lot. So I've cooked, like, they say cauliflower buffalo wings is like the best vegan wings that taste like chicken. It does not. It tastes like cauliflower covered in buffalo sauce. I've tried like black bean burgers, which are good, but it literally just tastes like you're eating beans in a sandwich. It tastes like a bean sandwich, yeah. So I've tried vegan nuggets, which just tastes like an egg roll, like a vegetable roll. So yeah, I don't buy this fake meat stuff.
Yeah.
But I try it. I guess I do buy it sometimes.
I wanted to try it just to say that I tried it. I don't think I'm gonna get it again.
Man, I thought you were gonna go more creative, like say you got ostrich meat or something.
No, what?
You went opposite. You didn't even eat meat.
Yeah,
you ate no meat at all. That's even worse.
Exactly, no meat whatsoever. Yeah.
Zerg Troll would be proud.
He would.
He's a vegan, right, or vegetarian?
He
always
is.
gets mad when I talk about hunting. Yeah.
He is. Oh.
Now he's going to get all the adepts. Okay, this is actually kind of huge. I mean, nothing left to defend this.
Exactly, like 2 adepts go down. Looks like the 3rd and the Void Ray are going to be enough to push away the Lings.
Not bad anymore. The 3rd survived. That Void Ray did come and help. But he had to bring the Void Rays all the way back, both of them. Giving him, okay, so he's going for the Forge now, so he's going to be able to get upgrades.
Interesting. Yeah, so far as Xion's, it looks like he's playing this pretty standard and pretty straight up, as in going Void Rays into a ground army. InMoLaTionS, he's going for the same thing.
Yeah. All right, let's do it. German Taxi round 2. Or round 3, because he went for a double German Taxi the first time. Now, the trick is here you stack your transfuses, so he should have a couple of queens not being used at all for anything. But I do think he should at least put 1 creep tumor in between the natural and main. Look at that; those things are all dry.
Yeah, I mean,
transfused again.
Oh god, that's a lot of queens. But they don't have that much energy. We'll see if Xion's how he's going to be able to prepare.
Double transfuse his natural. What is the logic here?
Oh my god.
I really don't like he transfused that one base like 5 times. Given
no.
they stack, that's cool and all, but if you're going for an all-in,
stop!
Oh my god!
You need the transfuse. You need the energy.
I wish you could see how many transfuses are stacked up on a base. he's gonna do it again.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, we're good.
If he transfuses that thing one more time, I'm rage quitting. I'm rage quitting as a caster. I don't know if that's ever been done before.
Oh god.
You've got the 1 Ravager here. The supervisor.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. He has to be careful. He has to be careful. Make sure that the queens or those overlords don't get caught out by the Void Rays.
That's why you bring a 3rd one usually, eh? And or at least I do. I bring a 3rd dropper lord just in case one goes down.
God, look at all this sack defense. Like Xion's is taking this very seriously.
You gotta go right into the main.
Yeah, like look, like he's got shoe batteries and cannons at the natural. He's throwing them down at the 3rd base. Like the main is a little bit vulnerable.
There is, however, oh my god, he got one of the dropper lords, which is gonna slow down these queens. Now they're gonna have to. I really would have liked a 3rd dropper lord here for him, but now he's gonna have to get it back at home and maybe send it in later. But this is gonna delay a lot of the tanking power from his queens. But now that he has all these lings, I think he should go for that 3rd base. Maybe the lings can slowly take out all of the static defense.
Yeah, we'll see. There's a lot of lings here. There's a decent amount of queens. I'm a little bit concerned though, because obviously like overcharge is available as well.
Yeah. Oh my god, you don't want to attack into a wall. Attack the already open static defense, I would assume. And try those were not the Crozaballs he was looking for.
Oh god. Regardless, like this is such an awkward position to fight in. He's just surrounded by cannons and shield batteries.
Yeah. He's got a Crozaball right in that clump of Void Rays, and you're probably in a good position.
Oh,
there
god.
you go.
Yeah,
look at that. That's how much time that buys. But it's too little too late, I think.
Yeah.
Xion's defended this very well.
All the lings went down to all the cannons. The Void Rays are going to be able to reign supreme. There's no more energy left for transfuses. They were all used up.
Yeah, that German Taxi. 2 stars.
Oh god. And with that, Xion holds beautifully. He's expanding, and now he can just go for that massive counterattack. And I think you can just right click on the lair. I think.
Yeah, he's just gonna kill the lair. This is very popular in PvZ. And this is where you lose. You can just recall as soon as it goes down. No, he's gonna continue. Oh yeah, there's no Hydras.
Yeah, there's no Hydras, there's only queens. GG.
He needed, you know what he needed? He needed to inject that natural more.
He needed more injects. That's what he was missing.
If he would have injected that natural at least 2 or 3 more times, he would have been able to win.
Oh, GG. And again, that's
so many ace matches today, surprisingly.
Yeah, we're getting quite a number of ace matches. We are, as you said, we're tied up. We're 1-1. We're headed into game 3 in the last semifinals here. I'm worried for InMoLaTionS because he tried the same thing in game 2. I'm worried that that's all he has. Like,
I have a feeling that's all both these players have.
It's possible. It's possible.
Like, all he has is going to Mass Air, and then all he has is German Taxi.
To be fair, like, XionS, he responded well. Like, he just hard committed to a defense. It's one of those things where if InMoLaTionS saw that, then okay, that's your cue to back off, throw down a Hydroden behind this, because I don't think you're going to be able to end the game. Just trade with your opponent as best you can as you're transitioning at home, but yeah, wasn't there.
We'll see. We'll see how this turns out in the end. I would like to have high hopes for the Zerg, just because we're out of Zergs here. But we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah. Regardless, like, InMoLaTionS has already performed incredibly well today. We'll see if he can do even better. If he can somehow take out XionS. Of course, oh my god, I just remembered. You know what? Vortex, I'ma ping you. We need the lobby.
Yeah, did he not send us the link?
Oh. Okay, lobby has been made.
Nice.
I was just worried that he was watching the stream.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. You got to ping him because he's watching stream. He'll get that in 2 minutes. I will say this though. I'm sure that he's a little excited that he's not playing special here. Because InMoLaTionS he would be playing special right now if it wasn't for special not being here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's one of those things where I'm sure both these guys like breathe a sigh of relief. You know what? If these guys had the same mentality as Jim, they would have just forfeited and left before special didn't show.
That would have been hilarious. All right, let's get into it. We're coming up on the finals very shortly.
Yeah. Here we go. The winner of this going to be going up against Nano.
Interesting finals.
Yeah, very unexpected finals. Very unexpected. We're going to have a brand new, regardless of who wins, we are going to have a brand new Copa Hyperion champion.
A first-time winner. Spawning in the top left-hand corner. Playing for Team Crypto Knights.
Yeah.
I don't know how I remember that. It is the man, the myth, the legend, El Cubano. It is InMoLaTionS. That's the guy who needs a cool rock intro.
Oh yeah. Oh, I just realized, going for a pull first. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Submarine LE, we have El Peruano, the Peruvian Protoss player, the blue Protoss, representing Team Insane Master Killers. Tied up 1-1. It is XionS.
Nice. All right, how does this play out? What does this pool do? It's the shortest map. A late scout here. Boom, scouts now. There's a couple options here for XionS. He can go ahead and get a Zealot out, go for a second gate, and a Twilight Council. This is actually kind of faster than I expect. I feel like this was super fast.
Oh yeah. The pool was incredibly fast. The links are going across the map. Meanwhile, okay, there we go. The gateway has finished up. We should see the Zealot, and then we should see it chrono boosted.
He can put another pylon, hold with the Zealot, and get an Adept out. That's an option. Or he can put another gate down. Okay, he does go for the next gate.
Okay. And with
Zealot
this
should be out, and then he can just hold and chrono boost out an Adept.
Oh,
He's going for a second Zealot.
Oh my, interesting.
Well, I guess that makes sense. Cybernetics core isn't done yet, so it's going to take him a while.
Yeah.
Oh, that's due to the fact that he got his natural fast.
Yeah, the
He could have canceled his natural and walled off earlier, but he was being greedy and kept the natural.
And we'll see if he's going to be punished by his greed, because the Cybernetics core is pretty low.
Yeah, second Zealot comes out, and that should be able to clean it up. But is it going to be fast enough to save this? I wouldn't mind seeing fast roaches now and just corrosive bile that bad boy down. Or Baneling bust it.
Yeah, like, it's such a shame. I'm sure InMoLaTionS would have loved to have gotten that Cyber Core, but just barely XionS is able to keep it alive.
Yeah, now he's kind of behind.
Yeah, that was a big investment. Like, that was 8 lings that were kind of thrown away there. And what's crazy is that, again, like, it was a much faster Nexus, right? So XionS himself was being a little bit greedy, and he kind of gets away with it a little bit.
Yeah, he got away with the greed for sure. Which sucks because he was being greedy on top of InMoLaTionS being very aggressive and throwing away a lot of money early on.
Yeah, and that means InMoLaTionS needs a little bit more time to catch up in terms of the drone count, and we'll see what he has in store for us here. Like, is he going to go for another German taxi? I hope not. I hope he has something else in store. I would like, this is a pretty short rush to this map, so even like waddling queens across the map would be cool. We'll see.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind just walking the queens. He does have 2 creep tumors out already. Seems to be prioritizing the creep tumors. He did not inject his natural 5 times yet, so he's switching it up here.
Yeah, he's crazy. He's not doing it. He's no, he's still injecting though. And surprise,
Yeah,
Stargate.
This is how insane XionS is. This was what makes him a master killer.
Exactly. That's the definition of insane, man. Just do the same thing over and over again.
Do the same thing over and over again. Did you know that's not actually the definition? That's just completely made up.
What was that quoted first, like in a movie or something? Or
I think they say Einstein said it or something like that. I think that's the claim, but if you actually look up the definition, it's nowhere close to that. I don't think anybody actually made that up. I think people just like started using it and then said that someone famous made it up.
Yeah.
It actually makes no sense, but I say it all the time.
Because we're insane.
Yeah. Because we do the same thing over and over again. We cast every time and expect Zerg to win.
And it just never happens.
They never do. Yeah. Damn, every once in a while, but never really.
What do you mean every once in a while? Sometimes Jam wins. Sometimes.
He wins every once in a while. He's one of those underdogs, you know?
He's working his way up in the Latin American scene.
Yeah. Making his way downtown.
Walking fast.
Oh my god.
Face is fast.
It's like we have it at least once a stream.
But I'm homebound.
I thought we were gonna break the cycle this time, Light.
Oh my god, it's been spreading. Like it's been happening more and more with like Yaku as well.
Like it's getting worse. I can't stop myself.
It happened with Ares. I was so surprised. I don't know if you're familiar with Ares, but I casted with him, and then it happened with him as well, and he started singing. It's like, what?
That kind of makes more sense. Though.
Like I didn't even bring it up though. Like he brought it. Like, oh my god.
It's hilarious. I do remember though. I don't remember when it was, but there was a random day I hopped into the Discord because I was up at like 6 in the morning, and all y'all were in the Discord. And then I was like, "Light 1v1 me," and you're like, "I don't want to get 12 pool, bye," and you just left. And then I guess a Masters player. Were they Masters? Yeah.
Yeah.
Masters. He's like, I'll play you, and I was like, oh damn it, I didn't want to sign up for this, but I did my cheese and I won.
Right.
I wish you could have been there. You would have been. Well, I'm glad you weren't there because you have no idea how my play works. But so I can use it against you one day maybe. Yeah, for the most part, that was an interesting day.
It goes to show, mate, if you're out there, just cheese. That's all you got to do. Just cheese.
I say it, and I'm living proof. I did it, and I beat someone way better than me. But here we go. The taxis have arrived. The cabs are here. He played this a little bit better this time. He's got his Ravagers and his Roaches and a good Ling Flood. He's just got to go now, though.
Yeah, I mean, he is now heading across the map. Okay, meanwhile, defensive. Oh, mate, look at this.
Jesus Christ. He refuses, though, to bring another Overlord with his army.
Yeah.
And he's going to lose his Queen Overlord again, and he's going to be stuck.
He just can't get past. He can't get past the wall, the defensive line of the Void Rays. Oh, God. Yeah. No.
I called him, man.
Okay. Okay, he's able to transfuse, he keeps it alive. Meanwhile, as all this is happening, XionS is just buying time to get more stack defense, more defenses up and running.
He's making so many Lings, and the thing is, there's not enough Queens here to take out the Void Rays, so no matter which way you engage this, the Void Rays are going to take out the Queens, and then you're going to kind of be stuck.
Exactly, exactly.
This is not where you want to engage. Corrosive Bile before you lose 30 Lings. You can Corrosive Bile the wall down. There you go.
All right. The Biles are landing.
They kind of landed.
Yeah, he's slowly working his way in.
Okay. More Zealots actually holding the wall. Corrosive Biles do go down. There's still a wall up, and all the Lings are dying. There's a lot of Ravagers here, though. He needs to move up with the Ravagers specifically.
Yeah, we need to see the Biles. Show us the Biles.
Transfuse the Ravagers as well. I'm like a backseat coach right now, but you know, he's gonna lose all these Overlords. I think he's just a little in over his head. He does not have enough Queens to take off these Void Rays. These Void Rays could jump in this army right now and win it without any help, and that's exactly what they're gonna do.
Exactly. They still need to avoid the Biles, and they do beautifully. There's only 3 Ravagers left, and in the end, everything is gonna go down.
I did not know how you defend against a German taxi, but now I do.
There you go, man. It's just
static.
Yeah. GG, well played, XionS. He fights back. He was shaky in game 1, but he was able to learn. He was able to adapt. Unfortunately, InMoLaTionS was kind of a one-trick pony. He had his one build. That's all he had.
That was unfortunate.
Yeah. Oof.
When I prepare for tournaments, I at least have 2 cheesy builds for each race. And then my normal standard build.
Yeah.
I had to go standard game 1 and then cheese. Or no, cheese, standard, cheese. Because you go cheese, you might be up 1 at that point. And then you go regular, and if you can win that, you're good.
It's one of those things where like it's the difference between a tournament best of series and like a ladder game. Like if you're on the ladder, you can do the same thing over and over again, and it's perfectly fine. But in a best of series, like you have to bear in mind that you're playing against the same opponents. He's able to learn what you're doing, adapt as well, and it's why you need to rely on, you know, more variety, more builds. And hopefully InMoLaTionS is able to walk away from this like realizing that and able to like refine a little bit more and come back stronger.